My name is Victor Borge, and I was born in Copenhagen, Denmark. We weren't very rich, so I was born at home. When my mother saw me, she was taken to the hospital. When I was 5 years old, my father opened the door to the living room and found me in front of a roaring fire. This made him very angry because we didn't have a fireplace. My father stood there. He said, "Borge." See, my father could never remember my first name. He said, "Borge, how old are you?" I said, "I'm 5. My father said, "Shame on you, Borge. When I was your age, I was 10. 4 years ago, I came to America. To be exact, in 2 months, it'll be 4 years and 2 months ago. And unfortunately, I couldn't speak a word of English, which was pretty bad because I found that most people over here do. Well, I tried to learn it, and I got along as time and a half went by, but I found that even people who speak English sometimes do not understand each other either, also. And I tried to find the reason, and here's what I found. When you write a letter, you use punctuation marks in order to make your sentences understood. For instance, you write a sentence like, "Was I an idiot?" And you put a question mark after that sentence. That indicates that you are not quite sure. Now, if you, instead of the question mark after the same sentence, put an exclamation point, then there is no doubt. I hope you see the difference on account of these little signs, which make them very important. But we do not use them when we talk, and that might be the reason that we do not understand each other. Therefore, I have invented the phonetic punctuation, which means that while we talk, we shall use punctuation marks by giving them sounds, like a period, for instance. Every time you finish a sentence, you want a period, you just do, then we know it's all over. Here's a dash. That was period and dash. Exclamation point is a vertical dash with a period underneath. Here's a comma. Quotation are 2 commas, or if you happen to be left-handed, question mark is rather difficult. And finally, we have the colon. You know, the 2 little dots, you put them either over or under each other, as you feel like. I think in America, you usually put them over each other. Here in Denmark, we put them under each other, but just a small country. Colon sounds like this. And that is all you have to learn. Now, if you will turn the record, I'll be glad to read a story to you so you can hear how it sounds when used. I have in my hand a pocket edition of Shakespeare, Johann Sebastian Shakespeare. I have it in my hand because it wouldn't do me any good in my pocket right now. I have prepared a story right here in the beginning, and I would like to read this to you. Right here in the beginning. Let me see now. Yes, I have prepared it. It's right here on page 2642. This story takes place in London, somewhere in England. Through the open window, there suddenly came light. Beautiful Elinor sat alone, dreaming of but one thing. 2 years had passed since she met Sir Henry. She could still remember the unhappy evening when her father had thrown him out. They had been sitting in the park, and Henry had said, "Darling, is this the first time you have loved?" And she had answered, "Yes, but it is so wonderful that I hope it will not be the last." Suddenly she heard a well-known sound. It was he. In 2 strides he was near her, embraced, kissed, and caressed her. "Henry, what is love?" she asked. He answered, "Well, I couldn't live without." She asked, "Oh, I'm sorry." She was left-handed. "Where have all your thoughts been this while?" He answered, "With thee, O maiden." He turned the page. Suddenly he was gone. All she heard was the well-known sound of his departing horse. The end.